Deep in the heart of Texas, a hidden battle rages beneath the open sky. Farmers are losing crops overnight. Ecosystems are being torn apart. And the culprits, wild boars, are multiplying faster than anyone can stop them. These aren't ordinary animals. They're intelligent, destructive, and nearly impossible to contain. What happens when one unstoppable species threatens an entire landscape? Let's find out. Across the sprawling plains of southern Texas, endless acres of farmland shimmer beneath the blazing sun. But hidden among these open fields lies a problem that grows stronger every season, a relentless force known as the wild boar. What once began as a few feral pigs released into the wild decades ago has now turned into a nationwide struggle that threatens the very foundation of American agriculture. These animals are not ordinary pests. They're smart, fast, and incredibly destructive, leaving behind chaos wherever they roam. Each year, wild boars cause an estimated $1.5 billion in damage across the United States, tearing through crops, contaminating water sources, and even endangering livestock. They uproot fields overnight, crushing irrigation systems and devouring everything from corn to soybeans before farmers even have a chance to react. In some regions, entire harvests are lost within days. What's worse is that the aftermath isn't just economic. When these animals dig and wallow in the soil, they destroy native vegetation, disrupt water runoff, and threaten countless other wildlife species that depend on those habitats. For farmers and landowners, it's not just about saving crops, it's about protecting the land itself. The reason they've become such an unstoppable force lies in their biology. Wild boars are remarkably efficient breeders. A single female can give birth to 2 or 3 litters every year, each with anywhere from 5 to 14 piglets. Within months, those offspring are mature enough to reproduce on their own. This exponential growth allows small herds to explode into large populations that spread rapidly across counties and even states. No fence seems high enough, no trap clever enough. Their intelligence makes them unpredictable, and their ability to adapt to nearly any environment gives them the upper hand in most situations. To truly grasp the scale of the issue, it's important to understand how these animals behave. Wild boars live in tight family groups called sounders, usually led by females. They move silently through brush and dense cover, rarely exposing themselves during daylight. Their keen sense of smell and sharp hearing make them masters of evasion, detecting human presence long before they can be seen. Males, especially older ones, are often solitary and much more aggressive. They can sprint at nearly 30 miles per hour, crash through dense vegetation, and defend themselves with sharp tusks that can seriously injure predators or hunters. With such abilities, they've earned a reputation as one of the toughest invasive species to manage. Anywhere in North America. In response to their growing numbers, wildlife agencies and professional hunters have turned to organized control operations. These are not casual weekend hunts. They're carefully planned missions designed to minimize damage and restore ecological balance. Using a mix of advanced thermal optics, aerial surveillance, and night vision technology, hunters track and remove these animals efficiently and humanely. Every operation requires precision and coordination, especially since wild boars often scatter quickly once they sense danger. Many hunts are conducted at night when the animals are most active, and every successful effort represents one small victory in a much larger fight to protect farms and ranches. The scale of these hunts is often hard to imagine until witnessed firsthand. On a typical night in southern Texas, a skilled hunting team can locate dozens of boars moving through open fields, sometimes destroying crops in real time. Each sighting demands focus. Every shot matters. Within minutes, multiple targets are taken down. Yet even after removing dozens, more remain out there, waiting for the next opportunity to feed. It's a constant cycle of destruction and control. The goal isn't to eradicate the species entirely, but to manage their population to a level where agriculture and wildlife can coexist without devastating losses. Wildlife management teams emphasize that hunting alone cannot solve the problem. Effective control depends on a combination of strategies, coordinated efforts among farmers, local authorities, and environmental agencies. Trapping programs, reinforced fencing, and habitat management all play a role in long-term prevention. Education is equally important. Landowners must learn how to detect early signs of boar activity and report them before the problem spreads. Each farm that acts early contributes to the larger effort of protecting the region from irreversible damage. One of the biggest challenges in this ongoing struggle is the adaptability of the species. Wild boars can survive in almost any environment: swamps, forests, plains, or deserts. They eat virtually anything, from crops and insects to small animals and roots. Their diet allows them to thrive, even when food sources are scarce. Combined with their intelligence, this versatility makes them nearly impossible to eliminate completely. For wildlife experts, the focus is not on total eradication, but on containment, keeping populations under control to minimize economic and ecological harm. Despite all these challenges, progress is being made. New technologies in detection and population tracking are helping hunters and land managers stay one step ahead. Drone surveillance equipped with infrared imaging can now identify herds over vast areas of land, allowing for faster response times. Data from GPS-collared boars is also being used to understand their movement patterns, breeding cycles, and preferred habitats. These insights are shaping new strategies that aim to predict boar behavior before they strike. It's a complex science, but every discovery brings the fight closer to balanced dot. In recent years, coordinated hunts across Texas have shown just how effective teamwork can be. In one major operation, nearly 40 wild boars were removed in a single night, a record that highlights both the problem's scale and the dedication of those working to control it. Each hunt like this represents more than just numbers. It's a direct step toward protecting crops, saving local ecosystems, and preserving the livelihoods of countless families. Still, the war is ongoing, and those on the front lines know that vigilance must never fade. The battle against wild boars is not just a local issue, it's a national one. Their populations continue to expand into new regions, from the southern plains to parts of the Midwest and beyond. As they spread, so does the urgency for coordinated action. Farmers, hunters, scientists, and policymakers must continue working together to find sustainable solutions that balance ecology with economy. Every hunt, every study, and every precaution contributes to a larger goal: restoring harmony between human progress and the natural world. In the end, controlling wild boars isn't about domination or destruction. It's about protection. It's about defending the land that feeds millions and preserving the balance of ecosystems that make that land thrive. As long as wild boars continue to multiply and spread, the effort to manage them must evolve just as quickly. Texas may be the current battleground, but the lessons learned here will shape the future of wildlife management across the entire country. The hunt continues not for sport, but for survival of the land itself.